What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing on with the penultimate episode, episode 11 of My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. This one's titled The Moment My Doom Arrived, part number 2. We had part number 1 last week, of course, and now we're continuing with part 2. I assume we're not getting a part 3, but then again, who knows? I never know with anime anymore. Normally it's just 2-parters, but we might get a part 3, who knows? It depends on whether we actually have the conclusion of this event, or not this episode, which I doubt, because I've still got one more episode, you might as well use it, right? So, the judgment event that happened in the game Fortune Lover is happening again, although it's happening as normal, which makes no sense, because all the events that they would use to say how she's bullying Maria and all this sort of things, none of that's actually happened, but they still put the case forward anyway, which makes no sense because Katarina's been avoiding all this in the first place, so why are they still doing it? I mean, she evades the Doom Flag, great, but it turns out there is a mysterious dark aura clinging to everyone that was involved in that investigation, and Maria, being of light magic, notices that and goes to investigate. Then she disappears. Just disappears, and no one knows what happened. Giordo discovers the evidence, if you call it, that they used against Katarina. They didn't actually write it, and they have no memory of even doing it, or why they would do it, rather. They know they did it, they don't remember why they chose to do it. And everyone now assumes, with Maria going missing and her light magic ability, it was likely dark magic used, and she would know of it, and is probably the reason why she's now missing, is because they probably know of her light magic now. So, Katarina, using her out-of-world knowledge, because this is a game, there is a hidden character, the hidden root of the game, that possesses dark magic, and to an extent, fairly obviously, it is the true culprit, Student Council President Sirius Dyke, or as I think most English speakers are now calling him, a serious dick. I mean, there's no way that's a coincidence, right? Like, that's one hell of a coincidence to have your main antagonist of the show be called Serious Dick. Like, just saying, that's way too... I'd love to know. I'd love to ask the creator of this show if that was an intentional thing for an English audience, or if he just never noticed. I'd love to know if the author is aware of that. Just saying. But apparently, Sirius has a hatred for Katarina in some aspect, and puts her into a slumber with dark magic. Why he has any hatred, and why he has this... What did Katarina say? I think she said like a sad look in his eyes of some description. Also, the whole point of having dark magic is that you've killed someone, and that's the reason why you can possess dark magic. You have to have killed someone in order to be capable of using it. So I'm curious as to what's going on with Sirius. I'm interested in his character a lot now to see where they develop it, and also what's going to happen to Katarina now that she's in a dark sleep with the magic. I don't know. I'm super curious. So, with that said, let's not waste time here. Let's get into the actual episode. Episode 11. Watching this one on Crunchyroll as per usual. Link in the description. I'm going to count us down 3, 2, 1, play. And then when I hit play, you'll see the timer at the bottom left of the screen, around about here. So you can sync it up with your own footage. I can't show anything of the anime in audio or visual form for copyright reasons. I'll be made sure of that. So that's the way we do things on this channel. Yeah, I know it's hard for people that use different versions other than the Crunchyroll Funimation version I'm using, but most people will be using this version, so it's the way I have to choose to use it. I can't do anything about it unless, well, Molbeat doesn't exist or copyright law doesn't exist, honestly. I know other channels get away with it, but I didn't for the few times that I tried it, so it only took me a season and a half to get completely struck down, so not risking it anymore. Screw it. So, with all that said, here we go, in 3, 2, 1, play. OP time straight away. It's good OP. I'm gonna miss this. No, I do not need to install an update right now. Thank you, Xbox. Game Pass beta for PC. Always telling you when you need to update. That's also a benefit of not having to capture the lower third anymore. I wouldn't have had that pop up in the middle of an episode. Thank you, Beethoven. Gonna miss that. But this is one thing I do wish Crunchyroll did more often. Just all anime in general. I wish there would be, at least from the official side, I know fan subbers will do this. I wish there was translation for OPs. Because Kakushigoto on Funimation did add the lyrics to the OP and ED. I'd love that for Crunchyroll shows as well. I'd love to see the lyrics of all these songs, but oh well. OP over. Alright. We're back in the real world. Or the pre-fortune level world. Yep. RP4, nice. Okay. So she's back from that world. Yeah, she's back from this world. Okay. Is that father? Oh, that's the older brother. Okay. Okay. I was about to say, it looked quite young for the father. What did she take? Okay, at least they broke the stereotype. Wow. Amazing. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good question. Uh-huh. Yeah. The experience is coming over. This music that's playing now. Lover of food as always. Oh, this is so weird. Sounds about right. Yep. You really are. Yep. God. Mm-hmm. I bet he won't. Unless he knows of dark magic. Oh, poor Sophia. Yeah. Must be magic then. Ooh, don't put that thought in their heads. Yep. Calm down, Keith. Is the idea of magic not crossing any of their minds yet? I mean, I'm sure it is. They just don't want to say it out in front of everyone. I think Sophia's probably going to be the anchor here that might give some hope, but oh, poor Anne, trying her best. She's kept it. Yeah. Oh. Damn, this is rough. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. Keith, yeah. Are we going to go through all the characters and how they're... I think we are. God, they're going to try and hit us with all the feels that they possibly can from this show. Then some crazy lady came bursting through the door with a pole arm. And here's Mary. Yeah, let's try and hit us with all the feels of every single character here. What are we going to do when we get to Nicole? Like, everyone else I understand. What's Nicole going to say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You were. I think he was the last one. Oh damn. Okay, here we go, Nicole. This might be the most we've ever heard him speak. I think this is the most his character's spoken all show. Just saying. Mm-hmm. He's accepting that fact. Yeah. Oh, poor Sophia. Yep, there it is. There it is. I knew Sophia would be the link. Oh, they're all. Mm-hmm. There's this little bit of green magic going around everywhere. They're all having it. Hmm. He didn't say anything, of course. Of course, he didn't say anything then. Of course. I mean, it's gonna be a bit crowded, but sure. Wow. Okay. How's this? How do they have any chance of doing this? I really wonder. Oh, well, the music. Hmm. That's a very odd question. Oh, there's Sophia. Mm-hmm. There they are. Okay, this isn't fair having that music in the background with this. This isn't fair. It's actually emotional. Wow. Of course, it's great, yeah. This show has no right to be emotional right now, but it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow. And the music kicks in right at the perfect time. I love it. Oh, wow. We're going fancy with this. We're going real fancy with this transition. I love it. Okay. Oh? Oh, she is? Okay. You have to find that one out yourself. Save the present. Okay. You need someone to be saved. Real name? Real name? Okay. Oh, this is a goodbye to her as well. Wow. Wow, that's a shot. That's beautiful. Yep. Wow. I did not expect that from this show. Incredible. Actually incredible. We've still got time. Of course. Of course, she just throws herself on him. Oh, poor Anne. The music choice this episode has been on point. A friend. The music cut out immediately. Love it. Serious City. I can't hear his full name anymore. I can't. That's even worse. I just love how they just cut the music out entirely for those moments. It's perfect. Probably because he was. There's probably something. I wonder if he's the one being possessed. Ah, his family built it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense as to why there's now a secret entrance. God, cliffhanger's coming. Oh, they armed. Alright. Mm-hmm. Well. Yes. Oh, there's a... Whoa, okay. This place is creepy as all hell. Very much so. What? He is being possessed by something. Oh boy. What? What? We're getting a part 3. We're getting a part 3. We cliffhang with, like, a reveal of his real name based on what she knows. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Don't say his name. She's going to say his real name to his face and he's going to react. Oh, they didn't even get that. Okay. Okay. Next episodes, all shall be revealed, apparently. Okay, yeah. This show had no right to be as emotional as it did in that episode. That first half of the episode, where they're all reminiscing about what Katarina means to them. Like, that shouldn't have been as emotional as it was, but it really was. The music choice complements that really well. Because I feel like most emotional scenes in anime, what really determines how emotional they are, aside from just the content of what's happening, is the music choice that goes along with it. And I don't know if it's just me or if it's for everyone, but whenever I hear any form of piano-based soundtrack during an emotional scene, that's it. It's going to hit hard. I think Your Lie in April really got me with that because of what happens in Your Lie in April. I won't spoil it, just for those who haven't seen it. But piano and emotional scenes, there you go, you've got me. And this show pulled it off really well. And then all the other musical choices that have just been perfect. Okay, nothing more. Good. No preview for next time. We've just got... I assume part 3. We now know his real name, which is interesting. Why does he have a real name that's not Sirius? Why does he have a real name? Is he also not from this world? I doubt that. I doubt he's not from this world. He seems to have some backstory relating to... Well, he was tied up and thrown into this room. Mother wants him to avenge her. Why does he need to avenge her? Curious. Very, very curious as to where this could be going. Well, I don't think there's much point in me thinking too much about it, because they're just going to reveal it all next time. What could I even expect from Sirius to be the reasoning for all of this? He clearly has a voice in his head telling him to do things in a form of possession. The dark magic itself is more controlling him to do things than his own volition. considering how let's think about this. How do I want to say this? Considering how Achan was a voice in the back of Sophia's head and guessing her to help Katarina, it would make sense that a character from outside of Fortune Lover could then potentially be in Sirius's head and therefore be in that way. I keep thinking back to their exam or their test or whatever in episode something. 7. There we go. They're entering the dungeon, inhabited by magical power from the depths of maternal ruins. So I keep thinking there might be a connection back to that, because that's when... It wasn't the first time we saw the black aura thing, I don't think. It was the one where I prominently remember them showing it a lot, and where Maria noticed it on Katarina, I think, at first. I believe. But, yeah. I assume we're going to link back to that. I can't remember the specifics of 7. Let me just have a quick look. Let's see. Yeah, they're saved by a mysterious whirlwind. What whirlwind saved them? I wonder. Did Sirius save Katarina with his whirlwind? But in doing so... But wait, if Katarina had the dark aura around her, normally that means they're being controlled in some way, because we saw that with the other one. So why was the dark aura clinging to Katarina, but she wasn't seemingly being controlled in any way? Is it because she is not of Fortune Lover? She is a person from the other world? Is that the reason why the dark magic on her didn't seem to have much effect? I don't know. I just keep thinking it's got to link back to that dungeon in some way, but I guess we'll find out. It seems like Sirius has more of a backstory to him that will define his desire for revenge from his time as a kid. So at that time, Katarina would also have been a kid, but we don't know of Katarina having... Ooh, hang on. What if he did have a run-in with Katarina, but before Katarina was taken over by the other person in the real world? If you get what I mean. Maybe that could explain why he has a dislike for her or a want for revenge on her. I don't know. Unless it's misguided by whoever's in control of him, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm curious to see how they want to play this. I can see a couple of ideas on how it could work, but yeah, the plot suddenly showed up in the show. It certainly just sprung out of nowhere, but I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. So I'll happily take it. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I would hypothesize a bit more about this, but I don't think I need to. It's all going to come out next episode, and I'm super curious to see how it goes. I don't have a concrete guess in my head. If I had to guess, it's something to do with dungeon, but I feel like I'm just thinking too much about that dungeon at this point. So we'll leave it to the episode to explain next time. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode as per usual. Leave a comment on what you thought of the episode and where you think it's going if you haven't already seen the source material. No spoilers, of course, where this is going. Or confirming any of my theories as being correct. Don't do that just in case it's a spoiler. If you want to have a more in-depth discussion about the show in general, I do have a Discord channel which is linked in the description. I have dedicated text channels for all the different shows that I'm watching in the season. They will be the same for when summer 2020 kicks in the next couple of weeks. It's easier to have a back and forth conversation on that than the YouTube comments, I find. And don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode, the finale, as well as the rest of the spring 2020 season that's coming to an end, as well as soon announcements of what's happening for summer 2020. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.